Hi everyone, my name is Isabel Yu and I'm a senior tech leader working for an enterprise software company. I'm based in Sydney, Australia, and I have been in the tech industry for almost 2 decades. Today, I'd like to walk you through my engineering manager second brain that I've created in Notion. The concept of second brain is inspired by Tiago Forte's popular book, Building a Second Brain. Here you can see that I'm leveraging his method called PARA. PARA stands for Projects, Areas, Resources, and Archive. To have an effective second brain, I encourage all engineering managers to start with success measure. So firstly, you need to populate measures of success for your role according to your job description and in alignment with your manager. This is so important because engineering managers are often time poor and they need to be strategic and intentional about where they spend their time. I come back to the task session at the end. For now, let's dive into projects as the first letter of para method after populating success criteria. For projects, be specific and only list initiatives that you are working on with clear start and end dates and well-defined outcomes. Here, you can view your projects in different layouts. Not all projects are in progress. So I've created this Kanban view to give you a quick high-level overview on how many projects that you have currently in each stage. Here, there's a backlog, to do, in progress, and done. Each project is expected to have at least one related success criteria or success measure. This should give you an idea about whether you are spending your time in the most important projects that is going to lead you to a successful performance in your role. The next section is areas. You need to know the main focus area for your role. The standard one for an engineering manager are already populated and they should all contribute to measure of success. These are processes, product, platform, and people. If you open up each of the card, you can see more detail such as projects that you have currently in flight or you have got planned that belong to each area. The next section is called resources. For resources, using Tiago Forte code method, when there's a new information, add to resources. This process is called capture. So you can add a new role here and you can capture what new information that you've got. You will need to categorize entries in resources into relevant areas that you have specified before. And you will need to take the time to review resources at a regular cadence. I would recommend either weekly, fortnightly, or monthly and write down key takeaway in the description area. And lastly, leverage the knowledge and put them into practice. This process is called express. Earlier, when you are writing down the most important information or key takeaway for each of the results, that process is called distill. The next section is called archive. This is pretty self-explanatory, and what it means is that when there's something that you no longer need or no longer relevant, then you can move it to archive. Now let's go back into the task section. This is one of the most important sections that we have got in Engineering Manager Second Brain. We have all got to-do lists. However, the problem that I find with to-do lists is that to-do list that is like quite traditional and the current way of having to-do list is that you may be busy doing a lot of things, but you may not always be doing things that are urgent or important or impactful. So you may be busy, but you are not being effective as an engineering manager. Here, in my engineering manager second brain, the goal of the task and the goal of the entire second brain system is to enable you to better manage your workload, prioritize tasks, keep track of important details, and share knowledge with your team in areas that directly contribute to your success mission. I'll repeat the most important bits. Areas that directly contribute to your success mission. With that, I've created multiple view of tasks. You can view by status, you can view by priority, you can view the tasks that are due this week or this month. So let's have a look. So these tasks are all due this month and these are due this week. So there's only one that's due this week. If you view by status, you can see there are things that are currently in progress, already done, and things to do. And if you view by the priority, this will help you see what are the low priority items, what are the medium priority items, and what are the high priority items. There's also a table view which will easily let you add new tasks to the session, and you will need to do a little bit of thinking to ensure that you understand the priority of the task when you plan to start and what is the due date or end date that you've got in mind. And most importantly, each of the tasks should contribute to projects that you have got. If you have got a task that doesn't contribute to any project, then maybe you shouldn't be doing it. So now let's move to the last two sessions. The last two sessions are weekly planner and best practices. These two sessions contain important information, but you may not need to use it daily, especially the best practices. These sessions are for you to refer back whenever needed. For example, if you were going on leave, you could share this info with the person taking over your responsibility or your manager so that they know what needs to be done day to day to keep your team running effectively. Weekly planner is also a great place for you to take a step back and look at where you may be spending your time day to day. This is because sometimes or oftentimes it's easy for engineering managers to have endless number of meetings and they will not have any time to focus on deep work or do strategic thinking. However, they may also not realize that their time is spent in meetings and they have no time to do important work or deep work. So checking their weekly planner will give them an objective view of how their time is spent and how many meetings, rituals, or routine tasks that they are spending their time on. And you can easily add new rituals or items that you do frequently into this section. And here for best practices, for example, regular activity that you may do for your team might include sharing feedback and research from customer. You may put them as like every month, you put the cadence here. Share survey feedback on team engagement, you may put it as fortnightly or quarterly. Things that you do around engineering only discussion to focus on technical topic. These could be brown bags, and you may schedule it, say monthly or weekly, whatever cadence is appropriate, and so on. So there you have it. Having a second brain is essential for modern engineering manager in my mind. By creating a centralized system for capturing, organizing, and leveraging knowledge, engineering managers can make better decisions, plan their work more effectively, prioritize what matters for their people, for their platform, and for their customer, which is the product, and improve the overall performance of their team. Engineering Manager's Second Brain is a helpful guide, stress reliever, and wise mentor for engineering managers. I encourage you to leverage it at least for 90 days in your role, and you will see a significant difference in effectiveness and performance at the end of it, both for yourself and your team. So, go give it a go.